Hiya, remember me? I'm Bruce Fummey and welcome to today's episode of This Day in Scottish History. I'm on a small Hebridean island and today's question was meant to be, what Hebridean island am I on? In actual fact, I'm in the Castle Bay Hotel. You can probably see the castle in the bay behind me, but I'm not on the island I should have been on because the Calmac ferry didn't run. So, what island would I have been on if the Calmac ferry had have run? Answers in the comments section below. Now, if I told you that the place I intended to be is known as Curlick Afrinsa and is associated with Bonnie Prince Charlie, it's probably Bonnie Prince Charlie phoning to get me there just now. He landed in that place in 1745, and that would give you a wee bit of a clue. Anyway, enough's been said about Bonnie Prince Charlie. I want to speak about one of the guys who was with him on that day. And his name was William Murray, Marquis of Tullibardine. Although I'm just going to call him Willie. It makes him sound a wee bit more everyday, a bit like one of us. He was born as the second son of the Duke of Atholl. Now, a duke is the highest rank in the peerage. The only person above you as a duke is the monarch themselves. And he was born the second son, so a bit like Prince Harry. He wasn't due to inherit the dukedom, and if he married a mixed race American divorcee, so what? Like Prince Harry, he joined the UK military. In fact, he was probably one of the first people to join the UK military. He joined the Royal Navy in 1707, the very year that the United Kingdom was brought into existence. He would have been 18. You see, he was born on the 14th of April 1789. Now, let's put that into context. That's 6 months after William of Orange invaded England and King James had fled to France. It's 3 months before the Battle of Killiecrankie, which happened 3 months after his birth and 3 miles from his birthplace. It was the first attempt to reinstate James. So Willie was born at the same time as the Jacobite cause. I don't know why he joined the British Navy. I do know that 2 years later his elder brother died, making Willie first in line to inherit the dukedom. But he threw all of that away. When the Earl of Mar raised the Jacobite standard in 1715, Willie was at the birth of that rising too. He was one of the leaders who got Rob Roy involved in the attempt of 1719 that people often forget, that ended at the Battle of Glen Shiel. Ellendorin Castle was destroyed, Willie was wounded and had to skulk around the mountains with a £2,000, in current terms that would be £300,000 price in his head, before he escaped to the continent. In 1735 he managed to get himself out of a debtor's prison in Paris, and in July 1745 he and a handful of others landed in the spot I intended to be today, risking their neck again with Bonnie Prince Charlie. Now, don't worry, I'm not going to rehearse the tale of the 45. But that beach in July would probably fill you with hope, wouldn't it? Have you been at a Hebridean beach in July when the sun's shining and nothing could possibly daunt your spirits? But he saw an eagle flying over the boat, and apparently he saw that as an ill omen. Sure enough, a year later, he died in captivity in the Tower of London. Now, there was only one William Murray, Marquis of Tullibardine, Jacobite, Duke of Atholl. But there were many, many Willies who met their end in an ill-fated adventure on Culloden Moor. And it started in the place I intended to be today in 1745. We should respect the memory of these men. What we should not do is build houses on their graves. Hami and Dochus can be Lama alive. Cheery and Drastic.